ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति सुपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपथकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगुणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सगणललिता शिविशाखान्वितं ये कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांद राधा कांद नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय बुदले श्रीमदे भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिधि नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे वैराग्य विद्या निज भक्ति योग शिक्षार्थम एक पुरुष पुराण श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शरीरधारी कृपाम्बुदीर्घस्तमहं प्रपद्ये पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपा स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंदा गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमः। Hare Krishna, Hari Om Tat Sat. So welcome all the devotees for today's Chaitanya Charitamrita class. We are reading from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela, first chapter, 86, 85 sloka onwards. व्रजेये विहरे पूर्वे कृष्ण बलरामा कोटि सूर्य चंद्र जीनी दोन्हार निज धामा से दुई जगतैरे आये सदया गौड़ा देशे पूर्व शैले करीला उदया व्रजेये विहारे पूर्वे कृष्ण बलरामा कोटि सूर्य चंद्र जीनी दोन्हार निज धामा से दुई जगतेरे आये सदया गौड़ देशे पूर्व शैले करीला उदया। सची माता जी।
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु। व्रजये विहारे पूर्वे कृष्ण बलरामा कोटि सूर्य चंद्र जिनी दोहार निज दामा सई दुए जगतरे हय सदया गौड़ देश पूर्व शैले करिल उदया।
Very bold. One more devotee.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी। हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna.
प्रणाम प्रभु जी। व्रजये विहारे पूर्व कृष्ण बलराम कोटि सूर्य चंद्र जीने दोनारा निज दामा से दुई जग तेरे हाय सदया गौड़ देशे पूर्व साइले करील उदया। थैंक यू प्रभु जी।
Okay. Translation. Sri Krishna and Balram, the personality of Godhead, who formerly appeared in Vrindavana and were millions of times more effulgent than the sun and moon, have arisen over the eastern horizon of Gaudadesha, West Bengal, being compassionate for the fallen state of the world. So, who appeared in the Gaudadesha, in the horizon of Gauda, that is West Bengal? Who are they? They are non-different from Sri Krishna and Balaram. Same Gauranitai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. They are the same Sri Krishna and Balaram. And they were millions of times more effulgent than the sun and moon. We know the effulgence that emanates from sun and moon. It is millions of times more effort than their effort gives. And where did they arise or risen? Over the eastern horizon of Gauda Desha, West Bengal, being compassionate for the fallen state of the. Why they are compassionate? Because they are more eager than all of us to call them back home, back to God. Okay? We are lazy. We think that this place we can enjoy. We don't want to go anywhere, because everything is comfortable here. We think, but we are not comfortable. We are not happy. Happiness is just a small gap between two miseries. Because Krishna himself says in Bhagavad Gita, Dukhalayam Ashashvadam. So how do we find happiness here when it is a place of full of miseries? So it is just our misconception that we will be happy here. So we are, running after happiness, just like person running after water in a, what do you call, desert. You don't find water there easily. Similarly, we are also running after happiness in this material world, which Lord Krishna has categorically said that this is a place of temporary nature and full of miseries. So, anyway, just like chewing the chewed, Prabhupada says, isn't it? We are trying to chew the chewed. Already there is no juice, not even a drop, but still we try to enjoy that chewing the chewed. So that's why to take us back home, back to Godhead, he is so compassionate, because on our own accord, we are not willing to go there, because we are not tasted the higher taste of the spiritual ecstasy or of the spiritual world. So we are trying to chew the chew to get more material happiness, which is very, very flickering. Just like the story of the flickering happiness, Chapala Sukha. You all know the story. Everyone knows the story. The Chapala Sukha, flickering happiness. Okay, maybe you will know when I start telling, you'll recall it. So there was a person. So he was, going through a forest. It was night time. For some purpose, whatever reason, he was, and dense dark. It is already sunset. There is no street light. It's olden days. There is no, even otherwise, there is no street light. Okay. And actually, he went in the afternoon, but he got delayed in returning. So it was dense, dark, thick forest, no pathways. You have to make your own pathways. So he was coming back, so he got stuck. So he was running because he wanted to reach before it's too dark, but it was already dark. So, by mistake, he slipped and fell in a ditch. Actually, it was not a ditch, it was a well, unused well. It was very, very deep. Somehow he could catch hold of some creepers, and he was hanging on with the help of the creepers. So he was very much terrified and horrified, because what could he do? There is nobody to help him in that thick forest. So he started shouting on the top of his voice to help. Who will listen? Nobody. But at last one person listened. Okay. He came running. Who was that? A lion. He heard the shouting of this person, crying of this person. At last the lion came and started peeping over the well. It was full of reapers. And when he looked up, he saw the lion chanting the mantra Mahaprasade Govinde. So he was totally depressed. What to do? He cannot go up. And he saw down. He thought he will go down. There was no water. In that well, there was no water. And he thought he will go down. So when he looked down, he saw so many venomous snakes in the well. How can he go down now? He cannot go down. If he goes down, the snakes will bite him, and that's it. Haribol. If he goes up, the lion is ready to bounce on him. Okay, then also Haribol. So what he can do? So he was in the total dilemma what to do. He was totally um, breathing very heavily because of this. He was totally scared. And in the meantime, he's hearing a cracking sound of the creeper which he was holding to. Just imagine. He cannot go up, he cannot go down. And in the meantime, he was seeing that the creeper which he was holding to was slowly breaking. At that point of time, there was a tree overlooking this well. In one of the branch, there was a uh, honey hive, beehive. Okay. So from that beehive, one drop of honey just fell directly into his mouth because his mouth was wide open because of heavy breathing. So this one drop of honey exactly fell in his mouth. And forgetting the situation that he is in, he is trying to enjoy that honey. Okay, he is between the devil and the ocean actually. Right? Is between that, and in that time, at that time he's trying to enjoy this one drop of honey which is so sweet. He forgot that he is there in middle hanging onto the creeper which is going to break anytime. He cannot go up, he cannot go down also. In that situation also he is trying to enjoy that one drop of honey. Our situation, the material world, is like that. Our situation in the material world is also this. For this chapala sukha, flickering happiness, we are running here and there, either thither, just to enjoy the material happiness. But we forget the very fact that just like the creepers, it is breaking day and night. The rats, actually it is biting that creeper. That is why actually, on top there is the rats are also, it shows that our days are numbered. How each day passes, the day and night passes. So one black rat and one white rat, it is biting that creeper. Anytime it will break and fall down. Similarly, it is a what you call comparison of day and night. Black is the night and white rat is the daytime. So our days are also finishing without remembering the Supreme Lord, without doing the devotional service. We are passing the days simply in sense gratification, thinking that we will get that one drop of honey sometime. So this is the flickering happiness. So Lord Krishna and Balram appeared in Dwapara Yuga, and in Kali Yuga, the same Krishna and Balram appeared as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu because they are so compassionate. They want to save us from this pool of material existence. So that's why it is said that being compassionate for the fallen state of the world. So they know very well there are many devotees who wants to come back, but there is nobody to guide them. What's the process? How to come back? So they have come in the guise of a devotees. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came as devotee only. Nityananda Prabhu also, although he is Balram, they all came disguised to help us go back home, back to Godhead. Text 87. Sri Krishna Chaitanyara Prabhu Nityananda Yanhara Prakashe Sarva Jagadananda. Shri Krishna Chaitanyara Prabhu Nityananda Yanhara Prakashe Sarva Jagadananda. Ribol.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Yanhara Prakashe Sarva Jagadananda.
Ribol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Read Mataji, you can read Mataji.
No, please go ahead, Prabhuji. No problem. Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Ara Prabhu Nityananda Yanhara Prakase Sarva Jagat Ananda. Hare Krishna.
Ribol. The appearance of Sri Krishna Chaitanya and Prabhu Nityananda has surcharged the world with happiness because they are not ordinary personalities. Just their presence, everybody becomes happy. Even when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, appeared in this material world on a Purnima day, it was on a Purnima day, full Purnima day. And all those, because it was an eclipse, everybody went to the Ganges to take bath. That is the usual Vedic system. On a Purnima day, they go and take bath in the Ganges. So even before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared, they all started chanting Hari, Hari, Hari. So even before his appearance, the Nama Sankirtanam started because everyone knew that he is going to appear on that day. So the whole atmosphere got surcharged with happiness because the Supreme Personality of Godhead is appearing. Similarly, Nityananda Prabhu is also the expansion of that Sri Krishna, who is Balram, who came as Nityananda. सूर्य चंद्र हरे आयचे सबा अंधकाराम वस्तु प्रकाशीया करे धर्मेर प्रचाराम हे माता दुई भाई जीवेरा ज्ञानम तमो नाशा करी कैला तत्व वस्तुदानम सूर्य चंद्र हरे आयचे सबा अंधकाराम वस्तु प्रकाशीया करे धर्मेर प्रचाराम हे माता दुई भाई जीवेरा ज्ञानम तमो नाशा करी कैला तत्व वस्तुदानम. Hare Krishna.
सूर्य चंद्र हरे चे सब अंधकार वस्तु प्रकाश यह करे धर्मेरा प्रचार ये मात्र दुबाई जीवेर अज्ञान तमो नाश करी कैला तत्व वस्तु दाना.
हरे कृष्णा. सूर्य चंद्र हरियचे सब अंधकार वस्तु प्रकाशी करी धर्मेरा प्रचार एही माता दुई बाई जीवेरा ज्ञान तमो नाश करी कैला तत्व वस्तु ध्याना.
Very well. As the sun and the moon drive away darkness by the appearance and reveal the nature of everything, these two brothers dissipate the darkness of ignorance, covering the living beings and enlighten them with knowledge of absolute truth. So, at night, when there is no moon, no sun, it's totally dark. It's totally dark, right? We cannot see anything. But daytime, and when there is Purnima also, we can see something at night. Daytime it's clear, sun is there. So it will dissipate the darkness of ignorance. Okay. When we chant this Mangalacharan, Om Ajnanatimirantasya Jnananjana Shalakaya, Chakshurunmiladam Ena Tasmai Sri Guru. Okay. The spiritual master who can dissipate the darkness of ignorance by showing the lamp of knowledge. How? Just like when we, conduct this cataract, we'll have no clear vision, isn't it? Similarly, our eyes, lost the clear eyesight because of the timira. Timira means cataract. Okay. So how after the surgery they can have a clear vision. Similarly, the spiritual master will apply the ointment of knowledge. Then we'll be able to see everything clearly. To that spiritual master, I do my humble pranam. That is what. So with the light of knowledge, the spiritual master will dissipate the darkness of ignorance from our life. Similarly, these two brothers came to this material world to dissipate the darkness of ignorance, covering all the living beings. So what is that darkness of ignorance that is being covered? What is that? All of us, we are being covered by the darkness of ignorance. What is that? These two bodies, okay, two bodies is the darkness of it. One is gross, other one is subtle. Gross body and subtle body. Gross body consists of 5 material elements: Bhumi, Rapu, Analo, Vayu, Kam. Subtle body consists of 3 subtle elements: mind, intelligence, and forms. When this is removed, when we get the real transcendental body, we are out of ignorance. there is no darkness. Where there is Krishna, there is no Maya. Where there is sun, there is no darkness. Actually, there is no thing called darkness. Absence of light is darkness. So absence of Krishna is Maya. Absence of knowledge is ignorance. So when there is no Krishna, definitely will be under the influence of Maya. So this covering has to be removed. And we should get the real Satchidananda form. So that is why they have appeared here to remove the darkness. How? So that is the same reason when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It is said that Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Iti Shotasakam Nam, Kali Kalmashanashanam, Nata Paradaropaya, Sarva Vedeshu Dise. Iti Shotasakam Nam means this 16-worded mantra. Kali Kalmashanashanam. Why 16-worded? Because 16, the covering, 16 elements. Which are those 16? 5 gross elements, Sola, and 5 knowledge acquiring, 5 working senses, 15, and 1 subtle body. Okay, mind, intelligence, and false ego. So when these are removed, okay, these are so 16. By chanting this 16-worded Hare Krishna Mantra, the 16 outer coverings will be destroyed. And we'll be able to see our real Swarupa.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Sorry to stop you, Prabhuji. But is it subtle body or gross body, Prabhuji?
Gross body and
The
subtle
16.
body.
No, the 16, 15 is okay. The
16th one is subtle body.
subtle body. Okay.
Yeah. Mind, intelligence, false ego. As in one, this thing. Or some place they say mind.
Yeah, I was thinking as mind because
Mind.
Bhagavatam I saw it was
Mind, in mind, it includes everything. That's subtle body.
subtle body. Okay.
Yeah. So you can either say subtle body or mind. So in either case, the gross body and subtle body, because both should be destroyed, not just gross body. Okay. So when the gross body is destroyed, if the subtle body is there, that means we are going to take birth again. So both gross and subtle body should be destroyed to get the spiritual body, to get our real reinstating our position. Both should be. So this 16-worded Hare Krishna Mantra will help us to remove the covering, 16 coverings. That is what Acharya's comment. So 16-worded mantra helps us to remove the 16 elements of covering. So both gross and subtle body. So that is the ignorance that they have come to remove from all of us. So in other words, we'll get our transcendental body. We'll be reinstated in our constitutional position. What is our constitutional position?
Jivera Swarupahoy,
Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Jivera Swarupahoy, Krishna Nityadas. In that position, we'll be serving only Krishna. We'll be satisfying Krishna's senses. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchade, not our senses. Now, unfortunately, we are all trying to satisfy our senses. Okay, we are revolving around I, me, and mine. Isn't it? But we have to transcend this I, me, and mine, 3 modes of mental nature. Then we should situate ourselves in transcendental plane where we will be able to serve the Supreme Lord without any expectation, material expectation. So that is the purpose of these 2 brothers' appearance is very good. So they will make our life easy. They will make our life easy, provided we obey their instruction. Simple instruction. They did not tell us to do dhyana for 1000 years. They did not tell us to do homa and yajna. They did not tell us to do elaborate temple worship. What did they say? Simply chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Very simple process. That also will make it complicated. Anybody, and they have not put any hard and fast rule. That's a very interesting part, you see. For all other mantras, there are so many rules and regulations one should follow. But here, no rules and regulations attached to it, no strings attached to it, no fine print. Conditions apply. No, nothing. Anybody, anytime, anywhere can chant. No restriction at all. Except that we have committed some exclusive rounds, 16 rounds. That should be exclusive. After that, no conditions. This is a meeting between us and the Supreme Lord. So don't do any multitasking that time. That is exclusivity. Krishna demands that. So if we have committed 16 rounds or 10 rounds or 2 rounds, that you give to Krishna exclusively. No WhatsApp, no telephone calls, no paper reading, no TV, no chit-chatting, nothing. This is exclusive. Apart from that, when you chant, additionally, no problem. You can do multitasking. But many people, even their usual round, when they go out, they suppose they are attending some kirtan or they are attending some Bhagavatam class or any other class, they chant there around that. It is not good because actually it's an aparatha. Okay, if you want to do that, you do it at home. No, you don't attend class, Bhagavatam class or Bhagavad Gita class or kirtan. So when you are going there, you at least you maintain the decorum. You should not chant that time. Chanting should be okay if it is extra rounds, but still you should not do that. Other time when you are in the office, when you are driving, when you are doing any other activities, you can chant. It's no problem. But it may be a devotional activity that you may be doing while listening to Srimad Bhagavatam or Kirtan, but it's not correct. That's what senior devotees and acharyas says. But other time, anytime, there is no hard and fast rule. Even to the extent that even in the bathroom, one can chant Hare Krishna Mantra. Okay, we know that Gopal Guru, the example of Gopal Guru, right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has a habit of always vibrating his tongue, chanting Hare Krishna. Always. So he wanted to go to the toilet. So that time he beat his tongue between his teeth. So the 5-year-old Gopal, so Chaitanya Mahaprabhu doing this. So he asked, why you are doing this? Because I don't want to chant this because this is a holy mantra. Okay? I don't want to chant this mantra in the inauspicious place, impure place. Then he asked, this 5-year-old Gopal asked, what happens if you leave the body in the bathroom? You should remember, you should chant. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just to teach us, all of us, yes, you are my Guru. You are my Guru. That's why from that day onwards, this boy became Gopal Guru. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, you are my Guru. You open my eyes. Yes, there is no hard and fast rule to chant this mantra anywhere you can chant. Because if you forget Krishna's name at the time of leaving the body, what will happen? Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajadande kalaivaram. What is that? Tam tam evaidi kaundaya sada tadbhava bhavida. So whatever state of mind you have at the time of leaving the body, that you will attain. So when you remember Lord Krishna, definitely you will attain his abode. If you remember cockroach, you will become cockroach. If you remember, some business, you will become a businessman. Whatever state of mind you think or you are having at the time of leaving the body, that you will attain. So that's why you should always remember, chant, and hear about the Supreme Lord's holy name. That is the only way that we can go back home, back to Godhead. So when you practice this 24 hours, at the time of leaving their body, Supreme Lord will shower his blessings and he will make us remember. Even if we forget, he will bless us so that we'll be able to remember him at the time of leaving the body. Even if we are in a coma stage, he will ensure that we'll remember. So that's what the scriptures, acharyas, and the Supreme Lord himself says in Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So it's a must that we should practice this. As we practice, we'll be able to remember. So there is no difference between the holy name and the honor of holy name. Nama, Nami. Okay. Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatara. Krishna appeared in the holy name. That's why the holy name is known as Nama Prabhu. So personality. Nama Prabhu. Prabhu means person. So it's just like, as I always say, the athlete. Okay, once in 4 years, the Olympic Games. So the 4 years constantly they keep practicing just for maybe 1 minute running competition something. The 4 years. Similarly, we also have to practice the whole life so that at the end of our life, we should be able to remember him. So that's the purpose. So art of leaving the body depends upon how we live in this body. Art of living is required for art of living. Both. Living is also required. It's a preparation for art of leaving the body. So this is the purpose of their appearing. So they will only, actually, Lord Krishna, what did he say? He said, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkuram. He came to annihilate all the miscreants and deliver all the pious devotees. But here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they are so merciful. They did not annihilate the miscreants. They didn't come here to do that. They came to distribute this mercy to anyone and everyone, whether they are having qualification or not. They came to distribute without any criteria, without any demand. Krishna demanded surrender, total surrender. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda, no. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is strict than Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is more compassionate. Although Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, said, I have opened a market of holy name. Please come and take it, how much ever you want, Krishna Bhakti. He is freely distributing without seeing who is qualified, who is not qualified. Patra dekhe. Okay. But Nityananda Prabhu went door to door, home delivery. Home delivery. Who will do that? Free. No courier company will do free home delivery, right? So Nityananda Prabhu is one step higher than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I have said, I have opened the market of holy name. Please take it, Bhakti. How much ever you want, free, I am distributing. But Nityananda Prabhu said, no, you don't come. You don't take the trouble. I will come home. Home delivery. Okay, Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna. For, what is that? For Karo Krishna Shiksha. That is what Nityananda Prabhu. So he went even to the most sinful personalities, Jagan Mother. And they delivered. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got really annoyed and angry when he was attacked. Nityananda Prabhu was attacked by Jagan Mother. So he took Sudarshan, immediately called for Sudarshan when he heard that. When the Nityananda Prabhu pleaded, please, your avatar is not for that. Please be merciful. Then, at the request of Nityananda Prabhu, he agreed to deliver them. Because Nityananda Prabhu recommended, who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu agreed. So, who is more merciful in this? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Nityananda Prabhu? Nityananda Prabhu.
Nityananda
Yeah.
Prabhu.
More merciful than Nityananda Prabhu is our Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Nityananda Prabhu went only within that, Navadip and this some Orissa or some places. Okay. He went and started giving this Hare Krishna Mahamandra and mercy. But Srila Prabhupada went Western world, Western countries outside India. And he even used the jet, aeroplane. He wanted to reach before these gross materials reach those places so that he can propagate the Hare Krishna Mahamandra and convert them, transform them into Krishna devotees. So he was using all the modern amenities, modern facilities, jet and plane and whatever you name it, so that he can reach everybody and give Krishna prana. So who is more merciful than two of them? Prabhupada. So to reach Krishna, the best way is to catch hold of our Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj is catching hold of Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada has direct access to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. When we get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he is none other than Radha Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. So we got Krishna and Radha, the divine couple. What else we want? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Raghunath Das Goswami approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly. We all know that story. Okay, so he wanted to punish him. It is a very sweet punishment. Okay? Very, very sweet punishment. What is the punishment? To distribute Siddha Dahi to all in the Panihati area. He is from a very wealthy family, well-to-do family. Lot of wealth is there. It is said that 500,000 gold coins his father and uncle annually they used to get. That is their wealth. 500,000 gold coins every year. Just imagine, full boat of gold coins. And not only that, so he had wealth like that of Indra, and he had a very beautiful wife like that of an Apsara. Leaving both this Aishwarya, he wanted to join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, leave, don't do this market vairagya. Don't do this market. What is market vairagya? Monkey renunciation. Monkey also, just like brahmacharis or sannyasis, they have, minimum clothing. They are also detached from all these things. These monkeys also, they don't wear anything. And they also subsist on vegetarian food, some peanuts, this and that. Okay. But one thing is that they keep so many she monkeys. So don't do the market vairagya. Why he said? Because time is not ripe now. Time is not the right. Okay. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Raghunath Das Goswami, externally act as if you are a gross materialist. Internally, you be detached. Be at renunciation. We are also like that, but it is opposite. I am acting externally as a devotee. Internally, I am a gross materialist. But here, Raghunatha is opposite. He is asked to act as a gross material externally, internally detached totally. So this is the difference. So that then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, when the time comes, he will come to me. So he approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu directly. That's why Nityananda Prabhu said, I'm going to punish you. Because he did not go through that proper channel. He did not follow the right protocol. So he wanted to punish him. And he wanted to give him the blessings of all the Vaishnavas assembled there. He said, I'm going to punish you. You're a thief. You are paying obeisances from far distance. Come here. I'm going to punish you. So today you serve all those assembled here with Siddha. So it was a blessing. And after all this, he placed his lotus feet on his head. And immediately after that, He got relief from there. He went to Jagannath Puri. That was the last time he succeeded running away from his home. Before that, so many times he tried, 4 or 5 times. There were, I think, there were some 12, what you call, security guard to protect him from running away from home, appointed by his father and uncle, like that. So they're all exalted personalities, devotees. So we should get their mercy. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also, at the end of each chapter, he glorified Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. Okay, paying the, so each and every chapter he glorifies by paying obeisances to both these personalities. Without their blessings, without the blessings of Vaishnavas, we are a big zero. One should not think that it is our what you call our prowess or our knowledge or wealth or any other opulence that we have. It is nothing. Only by the mercy of Vaishnavas we'll be able to go back home, back to it. No other way. So we have to keep in mind three things. What are Namaruchi, Vaishnava Seva, Jivadaya. These are the three things that we should attach to. Namaruchi, we should have Namaruchi. How do we know that we have Namaruchi? We can check ourselves whether we have Namaruchi. After 16th round, do you want to still continue chanting the 17th round? Then you have Namaruchi. Otherwise, just like me, 16th round, keep it there. Finish. Today's, I'm done. Aram. No. We should have the taste chanting the 17th round. After finishing 17th round, we should have the taste to chant the 18th round. Then we know that I have Namaruchi. And Vaishnava Seva. Some or other, whatever service possible, even maybe menial service, we should start from menial. Whoever we may be materially, very highly qualified, highly positioned, materially, placed devotees. We may be very high position materially, we may be holding, but we should, if we want really humility, we should start doing menial services. You must have observed, the Sikh community, even other community also. I have observed this specifically in the Sikh community. Okay, they go to Gurudwara, very highly placed personalities, CEO, big business tycoon. They come and do very menial services, like keeping the chapels, cleaning the floor, serving prasadam. Many of them are doing this. Why? This to have them grounded, this is required. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj, once one of his well-wishers approached him. Maharaj, I have some questions. Can you please help me? Said definitely, but I'm little busy now. You do one thing, you come later. But in the meantime, if you have time, why don't you go and help? There are some devotees in the kitchen. They want some service. Okay, so if you please go and help them. After finishing that, you come. I will solve your. No, I will answer your question. So he went there. He said, Guru Maharaj has sent me here. If you have some service, please. Immediately they gave all the big vessels to wash and clean. So he was busy for 1 hour doing the same service. Then after finishing that, he was coming back. So he met Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj. Yes, now please ask me. No, Maharaj, my questions are answered already. My questions are already answered. Simply by doing this menial service. So one should never think that I am a big boss CEO, this and that, and I will do only this thing. One should be all these personalities. You take any of these present acharyas in ISKCON, they are all done all menial services. Started at least 6 months. They have gone through all this and willingly. Once I remember in a class, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj was telling, he was giving a class. As just only to the devotees. He was having, rather it is a chit-chatting session. So one of the devotees told Maharaj, Maharaj, nowadays I am cleaning the toilet. He told, see, look at him. Even in cleaning the toilet, he's proud. Even in that job, he's telling with some pride in him. Not humility is exhibited in his statement. Immediately he smashed him. Then he became humbled. He's doing such a menial, but even in that, he's saying it with pride. That is what Maharaj pointed out. So like that, so Seva, Vaishnava Seva. Okay, we should do whatever Vaishnavas are required. We should do Seva. Then Jivadaya. So what is Jivadaya means? No, not only humans. We are taking care of humans. What about the other living entities? They are also children of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, isn't it? They also have the right to live. We should not check their life. Okay? If an animal has a lifespan of 40 years, we should not kill that animal after 20 years. What about the next 20 years? It's very difficult. You are checking the cycle of that animal's evolution. So not only human beings we should take care of, we should take care of other living entities also. Maximum possible. We should not disturb them that cycle of life, evolutionary cycle. So that we are harming their evolutionary cycle. So we should try to help all living entities as far as possible. Never, disturb them in their cycle. So Jivadaya. So these three things, if you take care, the rest definitely Krishna will take care, or our Guru Maharaj or Srila Prabhupada will take care, definitely. They're all there to help us. So this is the main reason that they have appeared. So they are so compassionate, both the brothers, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, Governor Thai. So to remove our ignorance, the darkness of ignorance, and to bring us to light. Text 90. Ajnanata mera nama kahiye kaitava dharma artha kama moksha vanja adi sabha. Ajnanata mera nama kahiye kaitava dharma artha kama moksha vanja adi sabha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. अज्ञानता मेरा नाम कई कैतवा धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष वांछा आदि सब. हरे
Very good.
कृष्ण.
अज्ञानतमेरा नाम ककिया कैतव धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष वांछादि सब. Hare
Very
Krishna.
good. The darkness of ignorance is called kaitava, the way of cheating. Kaitava dharma. Okay. This we say. What is kaitava dharma? Cheating religion. What is cheating religion? Vyasadeva was advised by Narada Muni. Okay. You have given the cheating religion. What is that cheating religion? What do you mean by cheating religion?
Without keeping Krishna's center, writing the scriptures.
Not exactly.
Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha.
Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. People are already suffering in this material world. And you are, what you call, encouraging them more to do Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, which are under the influence or under the clutches of three modes of material nature. So it's a cheating religion because already they are suffering this material world. By following this Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, Purushartha, they will be bound in this material world forever. So you have to give something higher in Vedas, in Upanishads, in Puranas. Everything is revolving around these four Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So he gives something which is higher, by which they will never come back to this material world. So that is why he then composed Srimad Bhagavatam, which is a transcendental literature beyond the three modes of material nature. Okay? So that's why here said the darkness of ignorance is called Kaitava. Because why it is ignorance? Even religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, liberation, these are termed as ignorance. Why? There is no permanent liberation. So here the liberation, one should not mistake. Oh, why do you term liberation as what you call Kaitava? Why? We understand religiously dharma, artha, kama. Dharma we are doing for economic development, that is artha. Kama, once we have money, we want to enjoy our senses. We understand that. Okay, dharma, artha, kama. But why? What about liberation? Why that is also, put in that category? We want liberation, no? Why? What is the reason? Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, please come with the answer.
Prabhuji, this liberation is not what we are talking about. It is also the Sayuji Mukti also one thing, and the real thing is going to the spiritual world, Prabhuji. But by following Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha, that is not possible. We will again
Okay.
come to this material world.
Okay, you are almost there. This liberation is the impersonalist liberation. Okay, what the term used liberation here, dharma, artha, kama, moksha. This is a impersonalist liberation, which is not the ultimate liberation. We are not against the ultimate liberation. The ultimate liberation is bhakti. Liberating from this material world and serving the Supreme Lord in bhakti bhav. This liberation is Mayavada liberation or impersonalist liberation. We will follow again. So this is Jnani liberation, not the real liberation. The real liberation is the Panchama Purushartha, Prema. So bhaktas are already liberated. They are on the liberated platform. Only after liberation they can do pure bhakti. Till liberation, there is a tinge of mixture. Okay? Because in the mode of goodness, it's not pure. So when it will become pure? After liberation. After liberation from that liberation means not the Mayavada liberation, detachment from all worldly activities. That is a liberation. So bhaktas, pure bhaktas are already on the liberated stage. That's why this is condemned. This is called Kaitava Dharma. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So this moksha is impersonalism, impersonalist liberation. Okay. Hare Krishna. So 91. Next week. Vancha kalpadarubhesya kripa sindhubhya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय प्रभात की जय गुरु महाराज की निताई हो प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। So